electromagnetic waves in conducting medium. We have the four Maxwell's equation, which are divergence D is equal to rho, divergence B is equal to 0, curl E is equal to minus del B del D, curl H is equal to J plus del T del D, and B is equal to mu H, D is equal to epsilon E, J is equal to sigma E, where B is the magnetic induction factor, H is the magnetic intensity, capital D is the electric displacement factor, capital E is the electric field intensity, J is the current density. Let us consider a linear, homogeneous and isotropic conducting medium characterized by constant permittivity epsilon, permeability mu and conductivity sigma. To simplify the discussion, we assume that the medium is charge free, that is, charge density rho is equal to 0, and external current free such that the current existing in the medium are induced only by the electromagnetic wave itself. Thus, we take J is equal to sigma E. After putting this value, Maxwell's Maxwell equation reduces to divergence E is equal to 0, divergence H is equal to 0, curl E is equal to minus mu del H del T, and curl H is equal to sigma E plus epsilon del E del T. To find the field equation, we take both side curl of equation 3 and substitute the value divergence E is equal to 0 and curl H is equal to sigma E plus epsilon del E del T. That is, curl E is equal to minus mu del del T of curl H. That is, gradient of del divergence E minus del square E is equal to minus mu del del T of curl H. As divergence of E is equal to 0 and curl H is equal to sigma E plus epsilon del E del T, substitute this value in this equation and we find del square E minus sigma mu del E del T minus mu epsilon del square E del T square is equal to 0. In similar way, if we take curl in equation 4 and put the value divergence E is equal to 0 and curl E is equal to minus mu del H del T, we find del square H minus sigma mu del H del T minus mu epsilon del square H del T square is equal to 0. Equation 5 and 6 represents wave equation governing electromagnetic fields E and H in conducting medium. Also, these are vector equation having 6 components of E and H separately satisfies the same scalar wave equation of the form del square psi minus sigma mu del psi del T minus mu epsilon del square psi del T square is equal to 0, and this equation number 7. Here psi stands for the component of E and H, where E has 3 components Ex, Ey, Ez, and H has 3 components Hx, Hy, and Hz. That is, this equation stands for 6 equation instead for psi. The plane wave solution of above 3 equation, that is equation 5, 6 7 is well known form may be written as h function of r and t, where r is the position vector and t is the time, is equal to h naught e to the power I into k dot r minus omega t. This equation say number 8, and capital E function of r comma t is equal to e naught e to the power I k dot r minus omega t. This equation say 9, and psi function of r comma t is equal to psi naught e to the power I k dot r minus omega t. This equation say 10, where E0, H0 and psi 0 are the complex amplitude of which are constant in space and time, while k is wave propagation factor. If we put the plane wave solution psi is equal to e to the power I k dot r minus omega t in equation 7, that is this equation, and we find that minus k square plus I sigma mu omega plus mu epsilon omega square to psi is equal to 0. This means that the propagation factor k is complex quantity given by k square is equal to after calculating from this we find k square is equal to mu epsilon omega square into 1 plus I sigma into omega epsilon. That is, from this equation we may write this equation. As the wave propagation factor k is the complex quantity, we can be expressed, it is sum of the real part, which is say alpha, and complex part, which is the I beta. Here beta is the also real, that is alpha plus I beta. Then this substitute in this equation, we write that is if we take square of this equation, that is k square is equal to alpha square minus beta square plus 2i alpha beta, and comparing these two equation, that is this equation and this equation, we find alpha square minus beta square, which is the real part, that's equal to mu epsilon omega square, and also the complex part, that is 2 alpha beta, that's equal to sigma mu omega, that is this and this multiplied, that is here 2 alpha beta is equal to sigma mu omega, and from this two value we may find alpha square plus beta square, which is may be written as, from the standard formula, square root of alpha square minus beta square the whole square plus 2 alpha beta square is equal to now substitute the values, that is alpha square minus beta square is equal to mu epsilon omega square, that is mu epsilon omega square the whole square plus here 2 alpha beta is equal to sigma mu omega, the sigma mu omega the whole square is equal to, if we take common mu epsilon omega square, we find root of 1 plus sigma by omega epsilon the whole square, and if we solve the two equation, that is which are alpha square plus beta square is equal to this, and alpha square minus beta square is equal to mu epsilon omega square. That is, after solving these two equation, we find alpha is equal to omega root over mu epsilon by 2 into root over 1 plus sigma omega epsilon the whole square plus 1 the square root, and say this equation 13. And beta is equal to omega into root of mu epsilon by 2 root 1 plus sigma by omega epsilon the square minus 1 the whole root. This equation say 14. Now in terms of alpha and beta, the field vector E and H take the form that is E is equal to E0 e to the power I. Here substitute the value alpha plus I beta for k in the n dot r minus I omega t, that is e to the power minus here I and I product minus beta n dot r into e to the power I n dot r minus omega t, and H is equal to H0 e to the power minus beta into n dot r into e to the power I into alpha n dot r minus omega t, and these two equations say for field equation 15, and for this equation say equation 16. We have the value for alpha is equal to omega into root over mu epsilon by 2 root 1 plus sigma by omega epsilon the square plus 1 the root. Then the velocity, that is the wave velocity in conducting medium, which is v, is given as angular frequency omega by divided by real value of the wave propagation vector, that is omega by alpha is equal to this value after substituting the value of alpha. Now skin depth or penetration depth. When a plane wave is propagating in a conducting medium, the oscillation electric field in the wave set of current causes energy is dissipated as joule heat in the medium. This result into the attenuation of the wave. The wave given by equation 15 and 16, that is these two equations, show an exponential damping, that is here e to the power minus beta n dot r, and this minus beta n dot r is the exponential damping or attenuation with distance, here is the r, Getter is the value of beta, getter is the attenuation. The term 1 by beta measured the depth at which electromagnetic wave entering a conductor is damped to 1 by eth of its initial amplitude at the surface. This depth is known as the skin depth or the penetration depth and is usually represented by delta. Thus delta is equal to 1 by beta is equal to, after putting the value so beta, we find this expression. Now if we consider for a good conductor, that means sigma by omega epsilon very greater than 1, that is delta is equal to 1 by beta is equal to that is here after this assumption, this is only for sigma by omega epsilon here to the power minus half, that is delta is equal to 1 by beta is equal to here 1 by omega into here 2 is to the power minus half, that means 2 by root of 2 by mu epsilon root omega epsilon by sigma, that's equal to, after simplification we find is equal to root over 2 by sigma omega mu. The major importance of the skin depth is that it measures the depth to which an electromagnetic wave can penetrate a conducting medium. And also we may say that for high frequency, that is for high frequency circuit, current flows only through the surface of good conductor. That is for omega, for high frequency skin depth is the low, that is the current conduct through the surface. Phase of electric field vector E and magnetic field vector H. We know that capital H is equal to K cross E by mu omega. Where H is equal to K into n cross E by mu omega. Here n is the direction of the wave propagation factor, that's equal to, if we put the value k, that's equal to alpha plus I beta by mu omega into n hat cross E factor. From this equation, if we take the ratio of the H by E mod value is equal to alpha plus I beta by mu omega, that's equal to complex quantity, that is here alpha plus I beta. That is field vector H and E are out of phase in conductor. The magnitude and phase of complex K can be written as K is equal to mod K into e to the power I phi. That's equal to, as K is equal to alpha plus I beta, and mod value is root of alpha square plus beta square into e to the power I phi, where phi is equal to tan inverse beta by alpha. And we know the value alpha is equal to this, that is omega into root of mu epsilon by 2 in the root over 1 plus sigma by omega epsilon square plus 1 root, and beta is equal to omega into root over mu epsilon by 2 the root of 1 plus sigma by omega epsilon the square minus 1 the whole root, and mod k is equal to root of alpha square plus beta square, that's equal to, after simplifying this, we find 1 plus sigma by omega epsilon the root square to the power 1 by 4th. The next we find the average value of Poynting vector. We know the Poynting vector n is equal to E cross H, and average value of n vector is equal to half into real part of E cross H star, that's equal to half into real part into E cross star. Substitute the value of H star. Here H star is the complex conjugate of H, that is we previous find the value of H, and for H star is equal to root of epsilon by mu into 1 plus sigma by omega epsilon square to the power 1/4 into e to the power minus I phi into n cross E star. Then this can be write in this form. Here we will write E and n cross E, that is E cross n hat cross E vector star into e to the power minus I phi, that's equal to, we calculate, that is we expand this into cross product of vector, that is E dot E star into n hat minus E dot n into E star into e to the power minus I phi, and we know that n hat is the direction of the propagation of wave vector, that means E vector and n vector are the perpendicular, that is this term is 0, and E dot E star means E0 square into e to the power minus 2 beta n dot r, that is E into E star complex conjugate, which has the value this, and real part of e to the power minus I phi that's equal to cos phi. Thus we find in average, that is time average of the Poynting factor is equal to half into root epsilon by mu into 1 plus sigma by omega epsilon the square to the power 1/4 into E0 square e to the power minus 2 beta n dot r to n hat cos phi. This expression tells us that energy flux are damped, that is, here's the term e to the minus 2 beta, that is, energy flux is damped in a conducting media, and the energy loss is due to the Joule heat. Now find the total energy density of electromagnetic field, and which is given as E is equal to UE plus UM, and time average of total electromagnetic energy density is equal to half real part of into half into E dot D star plus 1/4 into mu into H dot H star. That's equal to 1/4 D star is equal to epsilon E star, that is epsilon into E dot E star plus 1/4 mu into H dot H star. That is U is equal to 1/4 epsilon E0 square e to the power minus 2 beta n dot r. That is, here we have the value this plus 1/4 mu H0 square e to the power minus 2 beta n dot r. Now if you the value of H0 square, that is 1/4 epsilon E0 square e to the minus 2 beta n dot r plus 1/4 mu, and the value of H0 square is equal to this, that is epsilon mu into 1 plus sigma omega epsilon the square to the power half into E0 square into e to the minus 2 beta n dot r. Now if we take common the term 1/4 epsilon E0 square into e to the minus 2 beta n dot r into 1 plus 1 plus root of 1 plus sigma by omega epsilon square. Thus the time average of energy density U average is equal to 1 plus root of 1 plus sigma by omega epsilon the square into half into epsilon, that is half E0 square is equal to ERM square into e to the power minus 2 beta n dot r. Then this equation also tells us that energy density are also damped in conducting medium, and this energy is lost due to Joule heat. Thank you for watching video.